So it's begun. I've been saying on this channel for a while now that once parents started realizing the curriculum that was being slowly but surely introduced into public schools at the elementary level, because once the kids get to college, like the kids have their own say in what they learn. Up until that point, though, it usually has to go through the parents. And unfortunately, the quote unquote powers that be are pushing this through without any type of discourse or dialogue going on between the two sides. Just, oh yes, because this is so progressive and these are the things that we need. Like the children need to learn all of these different things that honestly none of the adults should have learned. Because I said time and time again on this channel, and I will continue to say it, that gender science is not science. Okay, it's completely bunk nonsense that only exists to create victims, so you can self-victimize yourself. You can self-victimize. So this is what I believe to be some school situation in Indiana where they are fed up and they are done. Well, let's watch.
I asked to speak at the December 10th meeting, and I was shut down by Grimaud. She lectured us for 3 minutes on the bathroom policy on December 10th, but she would not allow me to address, she would not allow anyone to address the public at a public meeting about the bathroom policy. We were shut down last week, and now we have to sit through this trash lecturing us, stupid parents and stupid adults, that we don't know what male and female is.
Right.
That's because you didn't take gender studies, sir. I'm sorry, not to be a jerk about it, but it's just nothing more than a subversion of biology. And you have so many people who have brought in to this mindset, to this, oh yeah, there's no difference between men and women, just complete bunk hysteria, that by the time you even realize how far this rabbit hole goes, it's too late.
This is trash, and this is what's being taught in our public school system, and I'm done. My kids are out. I got 4 daughters, and they're out of the public school system. And I ask you, if you care about your kids, if you care about your children, if you care about your grandchildren, pull them out of the public school system. Amen.
But okay, well, where are you going to send them? To the charter schools? Because the charter school is doing the same thing. But there's a lot of, people with lighter hues in this video. So private schools, I guess, they have the option for private schools or homeschooling. If you make enough money, the wife can, or the husband, whichever way you decide to go with that, very progressive of you, you can decide to, homeschool your kids. But deal is, in a lot of areas, they're actually prosecuting against that, against homeschooling your child. There's a lot of people who are now being getting locked up because they refuse to send their children to school. We live in really strange times.
This is trash. It is trash. It's toxic, and it is ungodly, and it should not be taught in our public school system.
No.
So I've had enough.
Right.
Homeschool your kids, take them to Northfield, take them to another school system that is not going to teach your kids this trash, because that's...
But the question is, what school system isn't? Because this ideology, these sciences have been matriculated so deeply and basically intrinsic in the educational system that a lot of those teachers that are teaching these kids, they believe in this quote unquote science.
It is trash.
It's male and female.
It's male and female. It is scientific, and this is confusing our kids.
Oh no, sir! That's not confusing. You're the bigot, sir. If you want to be an airplane, if you want to identify as an airplane, sir, you cannot deny your small child the right of identifying as an airplane. I mean, do you hear all this hatred? Do you hear all of this bigotry? Oh!
We cannot affirm this behavior in our school system. It's going to lead to abuse. It's going to lead to pedophilia, and that's what's coming down the road. And I'm not going to stand there and be...
It's here, bro. It's here. Jessica Yaniv? Yeah. Oh, where's it going to lead to? Bro, we already where it's leading to, my man. in a lot of cases where females think they're dudes, dudes think they're chicks, and there is this underpin current of powers that be or elites that are just laughing their behinds off and making money off of it.
Lecture by some woman telling me that there's 165 genders because it's not true. If that's the case, then why do we have 165 bathrooms?
Right.
Where's the doctor at to verify this? They're saying that the doctors are wrong. Why don't they bring a doctor in here and call them wrong to their face? They're the ones that went out there and paid thousands upon thousands of dollars to get their license to tell us what we are.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Once again, that gender science comes up because the doctors that they're talking to are the ones that they'll get or they'll pick are ones who specifically, major in the science, and they got some doctorate from a school without really earning, because people really toss that doctorate thing around. Like I think Michelle Obama has a doctorate, Missy Elliott and Justin Timberlake have doctorates. The title of doctor is almost meaningless at this point. But if that school system were to say, okay, well, we'll bring in doctors and talk about this, they would cherry pick doctors that are knee deep into the science of which they are espousing, which is just nonsense. Seriously, look up John Money. Look up John Money and the boys that he quote unquote experimented on.
I'm pulling my kids out. That's enough. Until this school system wants to get their heads screwed on straight and actually protect our children, my kids are out.
And you know what? You can't knock them for that. I can't knock them for that. Like any parent, like when you see this type of curriculum coming down the pipeway, smooth snatch them, smooth take them on out. And this has nothing to do with hate. YouTube, okay? This is not hate speech. This is about young, impressionable children, because I maintain on this channel all the time that it's the parents that need to, step up. It's the parents that need to guide their children. Dwayne Wade, he came out talking about how he knew his son was an alphabetical at the age of 3 when his son didn't even know what cereal he liked. Come on, miss me. We have way bigger problems as far as a whole, culturally and socially, to sit here and then go back and revert on questions that we already had answered a long time ago via biology. But what the gender sciences, quote unquote, do is subvert all of that science, all of the legitimate biological science, because, oh man, we really want people to be in their feelings and to be so sensitive. So when we decide that we want to come through and destroy the United States of America, guess what? They're not going to have any legitimate men there to defend them. Or the women will sit there and be like, oh yes, yeah, we're going to sit there and defend them, thinking that it's in a movie or something like that, and then end up with their brain blown out. Look, this is like whatever you, as an adult, want to do with your life. God bless you. I ran across you on the street, I'd give you a hug. Let's go get a cup of coffee or a beer or something, and let's chat. But children are underneath their parents. Their parents' job, not the school system, not the states, their parents' job is to guide them. And if we have all of these people being born without that guidance, coming up without that type of in these environments that don't lend themselves to proper parental control, then you know what? We need to rethink the entire shebang. We need to rethink oh yeah, women, go ahead, let any dude that you want cream pie, because hey, the state will be daddy, right? It all draws from the same place, man. It always draws from the same place: degeneracy and degradation. But what the hell do I know? Anyways, guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here. Bang the bell for notifications, because, if you're subbed, you might as well get put on to when I'm dropping my new hot fire and speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? Would you pull your kids out of school? Would you check for the curriculum that your kid's going to be learning, the things that your kids are going to be learning? Or are you one of these terrible parents just like, oh, well, made the baby. Now, state and Nana, you go take care of them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.